Hey y'all, how's it going? I'm Joy, that is my good buddy Steve, and we are back with week 2 of our NFL predictions versus season 2.
How you doing, Joy?
Yes, I am doing as well as I possibly could be. So,
Anyway,
how did we do in week 1?
okay. Obviously, it's an even week for us. Last week, they're 8-8 for me there, so I'm assuming it's the same on your end.
I went 9-7 on my end.
Mm-hmm.
As the record shows.
Obviously, yeah, and obviously on our split games, we went 1-1 there. So
Yeah. Having the Rams demolish the Bears helped me out a lot. So, standings with you, myself, and John, who is playing along down in the comments below and in my DMs. I am currently in first with 9-7. Steve has second with 8-8, and John is third with 7-9 on the year thus far.
that's good.
Yep. So it's really anybody's season still, and I'm so happy about that.
But then again, it's only early in the season there. So
yeah, but I've had some weeks where I've gone like 3-13. So I'm very happy that so far things are going well.
Yeah.
So what was your regret of the week?
Okay, obviously, my regret of the week is obviously not picking the Saints over the Packers because I didn't realize Aaron Rodgers' record in Jacksonville there until Joe Buck on Fox talked about his loyalty record there playing in Jacksonville.
Yeah, for me, I don't really tend to pay much attention to, records on where people play and how certain cities always treat them. But I would have to give that game my regret of the week as well for a completely different reason. I regret not trusting in Sean Payton more because I know that he's a very good coach, and I should have trusted him to handle the Jameis Winston thing well. And Jameis Winston played very, very well in that game, and I regret not taking them hardcore.
Yeah.
Regret.
Yeah, and I think I heard at one point during the play there, Aaron Rodgers after play shouting "F it."
Mm-hmm. More than likely, he's kind of salty. Seeing Jordan Love play at the end of the game made me happy as well. Because I don't know if he got pulled because it was too much of an embarrassment for him to have to sit through, or if he actually got benched, or what. But seeing the Packers lose was fun. I was very happy to take the loss on that, but I regret not trusting the system. I really should have. And side note, I regret ever taking the Falcons because you should not fall for the trap. And I did. So that's unfortunate. But at least it didn't cost me too bad.
My highlight, obviously, for the week there.
Yeah.
Obviously, that big finish there on Monday night there between the Raiders and the Ravens there.
That was such a fun game. Oh, it was such a fun game.
Yeah.
Good on Vegas. Yeah. I was very happy that they ended up winning. I want them to do well, especially in that division. I want more competition there, so it's not just Kansas City all the time. But I was happy that they kind of seemed to neutralize Jackson a little bit, and that they got around him, and then their offense just produced amazingly well. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they handle this week.
Yeah.
If you're ready, we can dive on into that.
But like I said, it's only early in the season there because if a team loses one there, then they probably bounce back and win a whole pile of games there.
Oh yeah, of course. It can go either way. You can either have a hot start and a sloppy finish, or you can start off slow and then start building momentum as you go. So we'll see how it all goes.
So shall we get to week 2 there?
Yep. Absolutely. So first up, we have an NFC least potentially matchup with the Giants going to Washington.
Okay, obviously, Washington lost their big quarterback in Ryan Fitzpatrick during last week's proceedings there.
Yeah, there's rumor that he may be out for the rest of the year, which is big
Yeah,
hit.
makes me wonder if Washington might call in to sign who got cut during the preseason.
Yeah, Ron
You know who I'm
Rivera.
talking
Yes, I do, because of the past relationship with Coach Rivera. But Rivera's gone on record
Yeah.
already saying no. So I'm gonna,
Yeah.
I'm gonna trust him and say that it's gonna also be no, because he doesn't fit that system either.
Because we don't know how long Hinckley could be.
Yeah. Now he played very well against the Bucks last year in the playoffs, so I'm kind of banking on that again going forward. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
And with the Giants, they're showing some strength. Hi, Dino, by the way.
yep. Hello, Dino. I have dinner and he wants some, and I'm busy recording and can't give him any. So
Yeah.
shush. Thank you.
He wants to get his 2 cents in.
Yes, he does, but he needs to not.
Anyway, back to the talk there. Obviously, the Giants showed a little strength there against Denver, but was too little, too late there.
Yeah.
But I expect the Giants to return to form this week there and pull up the upset against Washington. So my pick is the Giants.
I was kind of expecting that, considering Fitzpatrick went down, but I actually am going to trust in Taylor. What's his name? I always call him Heineken, but I know his name's not Heineken. But anyway, I'm going to trust in TH and their defense. Because if they were able to play that well last year against the Super Bowl champions, surely they'll be able to handle the Giants at home.
So we're going to go split seed on this one.
Yep, first game up, first split had. So that's going to be...
There we go.
I knew that I was going to be alone on this one because everyone's like, oh my god, they lost Fitzpatrick. I'm trusting the defense, I'm trusting Ron Rivera, and I'm trusting in the Heineken. Next up, I think I might have a split on this one as well. We have the Bengals going to the Bears.
Okay, obviously, Bengals did real strong against the Minnesota team there last week. There,
Mm-hmm.
Joe Burrow and it's a new wide receiver tandem there helped them win in overtime there.
They almost tied, though, and I was very upset. They won with 5 seconds to spare. I was so mad.
Yeah, and obviously the Bears they're showing no offense against the Rams last week there, and
Heck yeah.
I was wondering there if this game's being played in Soldier Field, how long before people will be calling for the coach to put in their rookie quarterback there.
Probably not very long. People are very patient. I imagine the Bears fans are even more impatient than the standard fan would be, but I don't know. I still don't think that it's a good time to throw the rookie to the wolves, as it were, or to the Tigers, I guess, in this case. But I don't think it's a good decision.
Yeah, because if Andy Dalton has another bad game, the fans are going to probably going to riot there.
Mm-hmm. But I mean,
Go on Twitter there, put in the rookie there.
Yeah. Hashtag start Fields. My problem with that is that they knew what they were getting when they signed Dalton, right? Like, you weren't going to get a Peyton Manning, a Tom Brady, a Drew Brees. You're getting Andy Dalton. And no disrespect to Andy Dalton, but he's not going to be the answer when you have nothing to build around him with. He's not going to be
So,
that cornerstone.
yeah. So I think I'm going to go with Bengals there, and the Bears unfortunately are going to go 0-2, and then the fans are going to call for the coach's head to be fired.
I certainly hope so. I as well took the Bengals. I know I believe I have a split with the other versus competitor, so this can be make or break on that. But I just I trust Joe Burrow and that defense, and the way that they performed against Minnesota. I'm hoping that they can just kind of sweep the NFC North a little bit, at least for the start. So we'll see how that goes. We didn't disagree. That is good.
So you're going with the Bengals as well?
Yep, I am.
Oh, so we agree on that one.
Mm-hmm. All right, our next game is one I'm kind of looking forward to just for a sheer revenge angle. We have the Texans going to the Browns in Cleveland.
Whoa. Texans really surprised me there last week there.
Yeah. The Jags just kind of failed miserably.
Yeah. How they do without Deshaun Watson defies logic to me there.
I mean, Deshaun Watson was decent, but again, I don't think that he's the end-all be-all to quarterbacks, and Tyrod Taylor proved that. I was surprised at everything else. That the rest of their production was fairly good as well.
And obviously, Cleveland there was a good team. Made it close with Kansas City there.
Pardon. Yeah, and they're more than likely angry with the way that whole thing ended with the coach controversy, slapping a player getting ejected, coach not. So that whole deal, I think, is going to be fuel to their fire, and I am 100% going with the Browns.
Yeah. But I think this week their Baker Mayfield and his crew there will turn it around for the Browns there. So I'm taking Cleveland this one.
Turn it around for the Browns. I like that. That's a good one. So we are both taking Cleveland in that one.
Yeah.
Kind of a no-doubter for me, but we'll see. All right, next up should be interesting, all things considered. We have the Rams, Go Staff, going to Indy to take on the Colts. And internet died. Kind of like I was hoping it wouldn't, but okay.
Okay.
Grr. And we're back, hopefully. The internet died for like a good 20 minutes or so. So hopefully we can actually finish this one. It cut off completely while I was in the middle of my my thing. So next up we have the Rams at the Colts. Should be interesting.
Yeah. True there, yeah. Obviously Stafford did well with his new team there.
Mm-hmm. Quite.
Dominating the Bears there, as we talked about earlier.
Yeah. Very happy about that.
True. Yeah. And obviously Carson Wentz has struggles there last week there.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be another one-sided game here for this one.
For the sake of being a fan of the sport, I hope it's not. But I'm kind of leaning that direction as well, and I think the Rams are going to take this one pretty handily.
Yeah. So we're in agreement on that one.
Yeah, it would appear so. Unfortunately for the Colts.
Yeah.
All right, next up, forgive for not really doing a whole lot of talking in between, but I don't know when the net's going to die again, so I'm just going to power through. We have Buffalo going to Miami.
Yeah. Obviously, Miami pulled off the shocker last week by beating the Patriots there.
I mean, I said Miami, so I'm not really super shocked, but I'll give you that.
True. Yeah. And the Bills obviously were shocked by Big Ben and the Steelers last week there.
Yeah, that one I'll agree with. I didn't expect it to go that way,
True.
especially being in Buffalo. But
Yeah,
any given Sunday,
yeah, true, true. But I'm going to take Josh Allen to finally rebound from that horrible loss last week and beat the Dolphins, and probably it's going to be a close one this one.
yeah, I agree. I think it'll be close, all things considered, and I'm taking the road team here as well, and I'm gonna go with Buffalo, and hope that they can be better on the road than they were at home.
Yeah.
Which is a switch.
Yeah.
But speaking of the AFC East, we have the Patriots going to the Jets.
Yeah, this one's obviously a no-doubter there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and just bop. We're going with New England.
True.
Yeah.
Because the Jets stink.
Yeah. Yep, because the Jets stink.
Yeah, plain simple.
Yep, simple as that. Okay, next up, none of these really are stinkers, I guess, so rip on my segue. We have the 49ers going to Philadelphia.
Ooh, I've been racking my brain there on which team to take this one there.
Yeah, Philadelphia was a bit of a surprise last week. Not so much because they beat Atlanta, because I knew better than to go with Atlanta, but I didn't, and that's on me. But I was surprised at the sheer dominance that they showed.
True.
Now, granted, it was Atlanta, so
True.
do with that what you will.
Yeah. And obviously, the Niners, they're obviously their quarterbacking platoon is working so far, but then again, it was against the Lions, so sorry, Joy.
Take that however you will. Much like with Atlanta. Although, my disappointment with San Francisco is that they let Detroit come back as fiercely as they did. Because it was a 41-17 deficit, and then the Lions scored a boatload. I was going to do quick math, but I'm distracted and tired and irritated, so no. And they wound up only losing by 8.
Yeah.
So they had a huge comeback that didn't give up. I'm very proud of One Pride for that. But San Francisco let them come back. I don't know if they got soft, if they were playing soft, or if they just don't know how to finish games. But that could come back to haunt them in Philadelphia.
Yeah. So I'll go with the home team on this one there. I'm going to take Jalen Hurts and the Eagles to beat the Niners.
When in doubt, go with the home team. And unfortunately, I did not do that. I decided to split because I figured this one would be close, and I'm trying to play for late season splits. So I went with the 49ers, and I'm just hoping that the domination of Philadelphia was an Atlanta fluke and not, legitimately just that good. But we shall see, we shall see.
Yeah.
Alright, next up. I've been looking forward to this one. We teased it earlier. We have the Raiders going to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, this could be a game of the week candidate there.
It definitely could.
Yeah, obviously with the Raiders' huge win on Monday night against the Ravens there. Yeah. But they did show a little bit of weakness against the Ravens there. Let's put it that way.
A little bit. Like it was a really close game, so they both had some weaknesses that were exploited. But and then Pittsburgh. I don't really know what to really say about that. They're a bit of an aging team, but they handled the young Buffalo Bills pretty well.
Yeah, true. And obviously, we talked about Big Ben's dominance against the Bills there. Yeah. So obviously, I think it's going to be 2-0 for the Steelers there, and that's going to be my pick.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going with the Steelers as well. I hope that the Raiders can pull it off, but I'm going to be interested to see how that offense and Carr fare against TJ Watt and that powerhouse of a defense that the Steelers have. As much as I want to believe in the heart of the car, I have to go with Pittsburgh on this one.
Yeah.
Speaking of believing in things, we have the Saints going to Carolina.
Yeah, that they shocked me a little bit there. Obviously, like talked about during our regret of the week there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they obviously James Winston and Taysom Hill there showed a lot of offense there.
I was surprised with Jameis, admittedly, and I don't think I'm gonna make the same mistake twice.
True, me too.
That would just be insane. And plus, for me, Carolina was nearly beaten.
Yeah,
by the Jets, so I can't, in good conscience, continue to go with you if you're going to only win by 5 against the Jets. So I think we're both in agreement here in taking the Saints.
Agree.
All right, good. Next up should be interesting as well. We have Denver going to Jacksonville.
Yeah. Obviously, Trevor Lawrence there had a little bit of a setback in his first game there.
Womp, womp, womp.
Yeah.
Sad air horns.
Yeah. We should get the Price Right air loser horn there.
I should. I should. With the way that things have been going and the way the internet is, I probably won't be editing too much because I got to get this up for tomorrow. But
true. Yeah.
That would be funny.
Yeah, and obviously Denver Teddy Bridgewater showed a lot of offense against the Giants there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think it's going to be a long season for Trevor Lawrence, Urban Meyer, and the rest of the Yanks there.
Yeah.
They just need,
unfortunately,
they need a little more weapons for Lawrence to play with there, and unfortunately, it's not going to happen this week there. And I'll take the Broncos to beat the Jags.
I agree. Also, thank you, Beegers, for your assistance in the premiere. Philip Lindsay is not with Denver, and I was dumb and thought that he was, but we do have Melvin Gordon over there, so the run game is still decent. I am just sad that I was dumb, but I'm as well taking. Hi, I know you should be used to that.
Hi, Dino.
Hello again. I'm once again agreeing with you and taking Denver over the struggling Jaguars.
Yeah.
Next up, I was surprised by this team as well. This was almost my regret of the week, but it was more of like my surprise of the week, I guess. We have Minnesota going to Arizona.
Yeah. Obviously, they're Kyle Murray and all of his offensive weapons, plus J.J. Watt in defense. They're we're dominant force there.
Over Tennessee,
and
too.
against Tennessee.
Exactly. Like, of all teams, they dominated Tennessee. I don't know what was up with Tennessee, but Arizona just completely destroyed them, and it made me sad. That was my, well, this is a bummer, game of the week. So, based on that, and also, Kyler Murray is starting to come into his own a little bit. I still don't really like his play all that much, but he is better than I give him credit for. So, again, Beakers, nod to you.
Yeah. And we probably won't get fooled again this week there. So obviously, I'm going Arizona to make it 2-0 for them.
Yep. Insert the who here. Won't be fooled again. I am also taking Arizona, mainly because it's the Vikings, and I would like to see them 0-2 as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my hope, and I hope that J.J. Watt can get to Kirk Cousins and make it happen.
Yeah.
Smash him good.
Yeah.
Oh well, this game, I feel bad, but we've got Atlanta going to Tampa to take on the Bucs.
Obviously, this one's going to be a no-doubter.
Yeah, I feel bad, and I really want this to be a trap game that goes Atlanta's way, just because I think it'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
But no.
Nope.
Bucs. Even
Obviously.
though the Bucs did have some trouble with Dallas, so it
True.
wasn't the beatdown that it should have been from a Super Bowl champion. But I will just it's Atlanta. I'm not falling for it. There's no trap to be had here. So
No. We're going to make it 2-0.
Yeah. Bye. Goodbye. This one should be close. The aforementioned Cowboys are going to LA to take on the Chargers.
Yeah. Chargers, they're did well against the Washington football team there, and
They did.
yeah, but nearly struggled there once Tyler Hinckley got into the quarterback there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but lucky to pull that one out of the fire. And obviously Dallas there on the opening night there made close against Brady and the Bucs there.
Yeah. This one, for me, I can honestly see going either way, and I'm anticipating a split.
Yeah.
Oh, pardon.
Yeah. So I think Dallas might turn around this week there, some of the momentum from last week there, and probably you never know there. I think they're gonna pull out a win this one there by hook or crook.
By hook or by crook or by ref, they could very well squeak their way back to Texas with a victory, but I was conferring with John, and my original thought was to go with Dallas, but we talked about it, and I'm kind of more in line with his way of thinking. I'm going to trust the Chargers defense more than I trust the defense of the Cowboys, and it's just because the Cowboys defense is so weak. Like, if they would have had even just a little bit more bolstering on that side of the ball, I honestly think that they could have beaten the Bucs in week 1. Because the offense was producing perfectly fine. They just, their defense is struggling.
Yeah.
So we're going to split on this one because I am going to agree with John and go with the Chargers.
Okay.
Next up, I feel bad for this one too, just because of what I'm doing. We've got the Titans going to Seattle.
True. Obviously, Tennessee struggled there last week against Arizona, as we talked about earlier.
It was so bad. It was hard to see the score of. It was. Oy.
Yeah. What happened to Ryan Tannehill? That's the main question.
Now, did Arizona stuff the run?
Yeah.
So that's my only thing I can see here is that they must have neutralized Derrick Henry, because if you can force Ryan Tannehill to beat you on his arm, he will not. He will not beat you in the air.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry is that offense.
True.
Especially once they lost Corey Davis.
Yeah, and obviously I'm expecting they're going to struggle more when they face Russell Wilson there and the Seahawks defense there.
Yeah, that's see, I don't know much about the defense of Seattle. I was just going based on the week 1 and how that all went. I am sorry, John. I am going with Tennessee because I think that they're going to be mad.
Okay.
And they're going to be hungry, and I think that they're going to play better when they're upset.
Looks like you're on your own with that one there.
Yeah. Again, I'm anticipating splits on some of these, and this is one of the big ones that I knew it's like, this is a dangerous pick, but I'm taking it.
Okay, and obviously I'm taking Seattle there, and
Yeah.
the 12th man obviously with the crowds there
Yeah, I know.
will confuse the Titans there, and they'll lead to a Seattle victory.
Pound the rock. No distractions. Do not take to the air every freaking play. Just pound the rock.
Yeah.
And I think everything will be fine. I hope.
Yeah.
I really hope. Because I'm going out on a limb here. And if Derrick Henry loses 2 weeks in a row, I'm going to be very sad.
Yeah.
Next up, this one should be fun. It should be a fun one. We've got Kansas City going to the Ravens.
True. I don't know how the Ravens blew that lead in overtime against the Raiders there.
I don't know. I didn't watch. Honestly, when Baltimore went up by 3 and there was like 40, I think, seconds left.
Yeah, I think you went to bed there
I did.
when the Raiders tied it up with the field goal, then that sent it to overtime.
Yep, because that was the last message that I seen before I powered the phone, or when I put the phone on silent.
No.
That was the last message that I seen, was that Raiders just tied it up and it's going into overtime, and I said, frick. So.
Yeah. And obviously the Chiefs there pulled one out against Cleveland, as we talked about earlier there.
Yeah, that was a close one.
Yeah,
but
true.
they managed to hang on again by hook or by crook. Andy Reid's assistant.
Yeah, true. Yeah, and this one I think it might go down to a field goal or less this game there, and I think I'm going to go with Kansas City there, make it 2-0.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to go ahead and take Kansas City as well. The Ravens kind of blew it as far as their record's going to go for me when they lost week 1, because this is a hard game to follow that up with. And I think that Kansas City's offense is too high powered, and if you can't stop Derek Carr, you're not going to be able to stop Patrick Mahomes. So I am in agreement. Unfortunately, Beagers, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Monday night. I'm sorry about this one as well, but we have the Lions at the Packers.
True. Yeah. Obviously, everybody's criticizing Aaron Rodgers there.
Mm-hmm.
They're at poor performance on Sunday. I was even listening to Pat McAfee's show yesterday there, because I want to hear his explanation there, Aaron Rodgers' explanation of how he lost that game there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What was his excuse, or I'm sorry, what was his reason?
Oh, he didn't have the right offense, I guess.
See, for me, I took a different look at that. It wasn't so much that the offense itself wasn't right. For me, Aaron Rodgers kind of hurt the team going forward when he sat out all that time. And there was all that drama behind the scenes in the offseason because he didn't take reps. He didn't play with the team. He didn't do preseason. He wasn't acclimated to anything, really. So it ruined all synergy that the team would have possibly had, and it's because he was him and just didn't partake in team activities. Like OTAs and the like. And my internet died again. So I'll be right back again. As you were gonna say.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Obviously, the Packers there obviously had a rough there on Sunday there, and I think going home playing the Packers there might be the cure for them there.
Yeah. So are we both taking Green Bay?
Yeah, obviously there, yeah. And that, as Aaron Rodgers would tell the fans there, RELAX.
Just relax. Okay, yeah, I'm unfortunately going to go with the Packers as well. The Lions showed a lot of heart and a lot of grit, and while I think that they're fully capable of winning in any situation that they put themselves into because they have the attitude with which to do it now, the loss of Okuda is really going to hurt them in the passing defense, and facing a back like Aaron Rodgers, it's not going to go well for you. So I am unfortunately taking Green Bay, although the homer that I am, I of course wish that it's different. But so we agree on the Monday night game.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be like week 1 and I'll get texted before I go to bed that it's in overtime.
Yeah.
One can hope.
Highly doubtful.
Highly doubtful, but hey, stranger things have happened, and that one I might actually stay up for. If that is indeed the case, I might stay up for it. Probably not, but we shall see. But there we have it. There's week 2 in the books. I think I gotta get out of here before the internet dies on me again. So, any final words?
Just everybody enjoy week 2 there, and hope your teams do well there. And obviously, if you like our video there, hit the like and subscribe there, and ring the bell there.
And so someone's been brushing up on their outro skills. I like it. All right, so yeah, pretty much as he said, do all that. Also, let me know down in the comments what you all thought. Leave your picks down below as well. Unfortunately, the only one who's going to be in on the leaderboard here, my little clipboard, is going to be John from the Gamer Duo, because he's the one who let me know privately that he was in, and he even helped me with the tally and the spreadsheet and all that. So very thankful to you for that. Thank you. And check out the links down below for the last year's predictions versus if you're interested, and the link to Twitter and my Discord server to become a loved one, as well as merch and memberships. And we will catch you next week, hopefully with less crashes, for week 3 of the NFL predictions versus season 2.
Thank you, everybody. See ya.